Let me know when we're good to go. Okay, I'm going to open this meeting at 7:30 p.m. Roll call, William Johnston.
Here.
Tom Graffinino.
Here.
Lynn Colligan.
Here.
Lisa Kreckler.
Here.
Phil DiOrio, I'm here. And also present, we have Stephen Kiley, Town Attorney. First order of business is to review and approve the September 21st, 2022 minutes. I have a motion to approve the minutes.
So moved.
All right, I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, and then we have a resolution.
Right.
And I will ask Christina to read us at least the highlights of the resolution here.
And this is a resolution for variance at 69 Talbot's Lane, application by Nick Vatakis. Secret determination, the zoning board of appeals has reviewed the subject application and visited the subject property and determines that pursuant to parts 617 of the New York Code rules and regulations that this is a type 2 action. So no further secret review is required. Just make sure that we are here. Relief requested, the applicants request an area variance of 1.8 feet in order to hold a 28.2 feet rear yard setback where 30 is required. For the construction of walkout box bay window located at 69 Cabot's Lane, Shelter Island Heights. Resolution of the board is to approve the request for an area variance located at 69 Cabot's Lane as reflected in the Midden Taft Corwin III Land Surveyor survey dated October 29, 2021, and the plans by Raymond Reynolds Architect last dated June 16, 2022. This approval shall expire 2 years from the date of filing with the town clerk.
So we're going to do a roll call vote here. William Johnston.
Yeah, I'm good. Doing now.
Do we need a motion though?
Got to have a motion.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I'll make a motion.
May I have a
I'll second.
Okay. William Johnston.
Yes.
Tom Graffinino.
Thomas Graffinino, yes.
Lynn Colligan.
Yes.
Lisa Kreckler.
Lisa Kreckler, yes.
And Phil DiOrio votes yes. The motion carries 5-0.
And the motion was to approve decision as rendered.
Resolution.
Sorry. I got to get on my legalese. All right, and then we have two applications tonight. The first is for 8 North Brander Parkway, Wisniewski. I think they have somebody on the call to present.
Notice again.
Sorry.
Hearing on the application of Susan Smith seeking a variance at 8 North Brander Parkway, Shelter Island, New York, which is Zone A residential neutral overlay district. It's more specifically described on the Suffolk County Tax Map as 700-22-1-127. The applicant seeks to maintain a blacktop surface basketball court constructed with the benefit of the building permit. 16 feet side yard variance is required. There was a correspondence received from Bill Garrity. He states that this violation appears outrageous to me. The work was done without a permit. If a permit had been applied for, I believe that the applicant would have been denied and a recommendation made to relocate the project to another location on the property. Its placement is not merely a foot or two within the setback, but 16 feet into the setback. Noisy basketball games, few feet from neighbor's property, are not very considerate and should be avoided. Within the wetland setback area, only water permeable materials are to use, and the surface is blacktop. For that reason alone, I believe it would have been denied. I'm the applicant neighbor to the west of the property, and on numerous occasions, they have not respected our property boundaries. Thank you for your attention.
Okay, Christina, can you unmute the applicant? Folks, you have to, if you'd like, you could present, you need to unmute yourselves. There you go.
Hi, can you hear us okay?
Yeah. We hear you.
Okay, we're mobile right now on my computer in my car at a wake. So we came outside to talk with you. And what questions do we need to answer for you?
Guys,
this is a little bit of an anomaly because we opened the public hearing And you made representations, however, there was a deficiency in the notice, so now we renotice it. You could rely on the record of the previous hearing if you'd like. But obviously the board's here because we have a record of the testimony that was given at that time. We do have the board here, you're here, so the board can ask you some questions if they so choose.
Anybody have a question?
I just have a question regarding the letter we received from Bill Garrity that perhaps there's been inconsiderate use of the property, the basketball court, and not respecting their property boundaries. Would you just like to respond to that or address it?
I don't know why he would feel that way. None of the other neighbors feel that way. So I don't know why he would say something like that. We've been very nice to him.
Okay. Thank you. I just wanted to ask because it entered the record this evening. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Anybody else?
Did the board want to discuss amelioration of any noise that could be generated from the court as far as requiring plantings, a fence, something to be sound attenuating?
I think if we're going to discuss that, Steve, we would probably do that at the work session. Unless someone has questions about it.
Okay, that's fine.
All right, anybody else? Any other questions?
No, no.
Folks, is there anything else you would like to say?
No.
All right, thank you. So
Thank you for coming.
we're going to close this hearing, leave it open to written correspondence up until Wednesday, October 12th. And then we'll discuss it at our work session on Wednesday, October 19th.
So in
Thank
the
you.
meantime, did you need to hear from us or?
No, it's in our capable hands at this point, I guess. Unless you want to write, if you wish to submit some written correspondence, you are welcome to.
No, I just like to get it taken care of. And so my grandchildren play a little basketball on it. That's all.
And mostly
All right.
the bikes on it.
All right. Thanks. Have a great
Thank you.
evening. All right.
Too.
Bye-bye. Bye.
A motion to close the hearing.
Okay,
I'll make a motion to close that hearing.
we have a second?
Yes, I'll make a second.
Do we have to roll call on this, Stephen?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, the next application is for 8 Wesley Avenue. Christina, will you read the notice, please?
A hearing on application of Brian Moorhead on behalf of Wesley Avenue LLC in care of Ian M. Heschel, owner of 8 Wesley Avenue, Shelter Island, New York, which is Zone AA, reverts to a residential, and is more specifically described on the Suffolk County tax map as 700-5-4-20. The applicant is seeking variances from Shelter Island Town Code, Section 133-6B5A and Section 133-6B5B, for front yard and side yard relief respectively, to replace pre-existing non-conforming garage in the same footprint. The correspondence was received from the Shelter Island Heights Property Owner Corporation. They secured the request, however, they wish that all construction traffic would keep the road and alley clear at all times, and the roadways be repaired to a minimum of the current standard. The construction methodology and contract should incorporate the Heights construction and renovation regulations. Materials and equipment should be stored on the 8 Wesley property, and the new garage be limited to use as a garage storage only, dry without running water, and cannot be converted to a living space at a later date. There was also a letter of support from Jeannie and Richard.
Thank you. Brian, are you here to present? Hello.
State your name, please, for the record.
Brian Moorhead.
So maybe you can tell us a little bit about the project and
Yes,
requires a variance?
it's a vertical garage, frame garage, and it, at first time asked for a permit to rebuild, to sort of repair it. But it's getting the foundation under it as it exists, which is be difficult, as well as just not, it would be difficult to bring it up to code to try to attack it that way. Which is the reason I applied for a new structure, removing that one, following the footprint and getting in a proper foundation and port slab and that sort of thing.
And so in the end, you're going to have a better structure there. And it's going to replace something that would sort of be hodgepodge to rebuild. Is that
Yeah.
kind of the gist of this?
Well, it wouldn't have, just, the fresh characteristics that a new one would have, as well as, aesthetically, I think that new versus trying to make this one look new would be difficult, even with new siding and the way that it's structured inside.
Okay. And it's going to stay on the same footprint, but you did want to go up a little bit higher. Is that correct?
I think we had changed the pitch in the plans from the pitch that's actually on it. So that's what brought up the height.
Okay. It said something about accommodating the foundation with the.
Well, the side wall and back wall actually have sunk. So that's one of the reasons it just makes it more difficult to even get that foundation poured, holding on to the existing structure itself. I'd have to cut the walls in half, suspend it, dig the.
No, but I think it said something somewhere that I read that the height was a factor of accommodating the new foundation or something like that.
The foundation isn't driving the height. It's actually, since it is, we just did the renovation on the property itself, we'd like to tie in the same look-alike roof line from the addition we have and then the garage.
Okay. And
So is the height increase, are we going to be seeing that really in the walls, or are you just like,
No, it's just gonna be in the peak itself.
Just on the peak.
Ridge
okay.
Ridge.
of roof.
and this garage butts up against the cemetery at Our Lady of the Isle. I mean, not the cemetery, the parking lot. Sorry. No, the parking lot at Our Lady of the Isle, right?
Yes, it does.
Okay. I'll leave it over if anybody else has any questions.
Have you explored any alternate locations on the property?
For the garage? Actually, no, we did not, because basically the renovation that we had done to the house originally was based on that being there in that position. So if we had, it would have been a redesign of the property if it was something that they were focused on. I don't have to say in that and moving it and making it work better, because we did have the front setbacks, but.
Excuse me, the house was in front of us,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and we told them if they had to do anything with the garage, I had to stay in the same location if I
Yeah.
recall.
When was the house with us? Because I have the
Yeah.
file in front of
And
me.
we
Do you
had
remember?
to, it'll say right on the top there. 2008.
Oh, yeah.
To me, it's the most logical location for the garage on this property. And whatever, maybe speaking out of turn, asking Lori here from the crowd, but I think it's a structure of significance in the heights, right?
It is, yes.
And right now, what are you using the shed to, is for storage? What do you, and is it going to remain the same use? Like what, like
There may
lawn
be a
mowers or
car
what's,
for the
you're
winter.
going to store a car?
Possibly.
Is it ever going to become like a garage that's going to be used constantly in and out?
No, because they have two cars. So if one goes in, there's always one right behind it. It doesn't really work that way. They're gonna be moving them around a lot more than if they try and utilize just the actual driveway itself.
So right now, the garage cannot accommodate a vehicle.
It can't. It could. I mean, it could be made to accommodate a vehicle with its dimensions and height. It's just that.
So right now, the state of it right now currently cannot support the vehicle?
No.
So my concern really would not be so much whether or not it's a car going in there, it's whether somebody starts to sleep there. Is there any plan to turn it into conditioned space?
Never.
Okay, that's.
I think that's one thing we would have to put in.
Absolutely.
The resolution.
The owner, I mean, who's a part of this also is Chad Pike and Blake and Bob and Ellen are there. There's no need. They aren't even using the second floor. So it's even a question, and it will remain in part of his portfolio. Just like Block forever.
Okay, so does anybody else have any other questions here? Stephen?
Just for the record, can you just explain what a structure of significance is?
Can I ask Lori to come up and
State your name for the record,
I'm Lori
please.
Beard Raymond. I'm here representing Shelter Island Heights Property Owners Corporation. And this property, the house and the garage are in the Heights Historic District. And it's considered a contributing structure, historic structure, clarification. So it is a pre-existing non-conforming garage in that location to the zoning. And as Brian had said, they're proposing to replace the garage in the same footprint, but it'd be 2 feet higher, according to the drawings. So the Heights supports this project for the various reasons that we outlined in the letter. This is not something that we would normally do, but in this situation, because it's in the same footprint, in the same size, and the same location, and it's not changing the use, we are therefore supportive of it.
Great, thank you.
Okay, any other questions?
So the house and the structure are in a historic district?
That's right.
Okay, and it has historical significance?
Yes, and they're on the historic register.
Okay, and so aesthetically, the garage is gonna look similar to the way it did, or is it gonna look different?
It's going to be tied into the siding that we have on the actual house itself.
But is it gonna look similar to what it was?
Yes, because it being just a basic structure, just being a garage, you don't necessarily see, the other three sides, except for necessarily from the parking lot. But we have like a board and batten on the addition, and that will be applied to the garage.
Just for the record, the Property and Roads Committee reviewed this in addition to the Heights Architectural Review Board. So both committees reviewed that, reviewed this project, including the materials.
And they're supportive of it.
They are, yes.
Okay, thank you. Anybody else have any questions for Brian?
I don't.
Lynn, Lisa? No? All right, so we're going to close this hearing, leaving it open to written correspondence up until Wednesday, October 12th. Oh, sorry. Sorry, could I have a motion to close the meeting?
No,
No, not the meeting.
No, not the meeting. The hearing.
Could I have a motion to close the hearing? I'm like a train wreck up here.
So moved.
Second?
Aye. Billy?
Okay.
William?
All in favor?
Aye.
Sorry. So we're closing this hearing, leaving it open to written correspondence until Wednesday, October 12th, and we will discuss it at our work session on Wednesday, October 19th. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Lauren.
You
Did I
don't,
come back for?
no, you don't need to.
I don't think you need to come back, but you might want to just zoom in when we have the work session. No, if you, yeah.
Thank you.
Does anybody else have any other business for us to take up here? No? Might I have a motion to close the meeting?
I'll make a motion to close the
I'll
meeting.
second.
7:50.
All in favor? Aye. All right, I'm gonna get on my legalese game.
I'm gonna get you for Christmas Robert's Rules of Order.
You know, I read Robert's.
No, it's